Hi there Capricorn, thank you for joining me for your year 2014 forecast. This year begins in sensational fashion for you, with the Sun in your sign combining with Pluto on the first day of the year, and this is going to provide a backdrop for the whole of the 12 months. And it's asking you to really delve down into yourself and check that you're tapping into the full range of your resources, your personal talents and creative flair as much as you could do. This may see some major changes come about this year for you, but these can be thrilling and they can be dramatic. There is, however, an added bonus for you because Mars is right at the top of your horoscope in your solar midheaven for the first 7 months of this year. This is very unusual, but Mars in this location can give you added confidence. Although you're a cardinal sign and therefore one of the leader signs, you tend to get to your goals through steady applied energy and hard work, perspiration. But I want you to add more inspiration to what you're doing and more self-confidence. Ironically, however, Mars is clashing with Uranus as this year begins, and both these planets are squaring up to Pluto and also the Sun. So even if you do follow your heart and go for it in some ways, it may see you giving up a career that you've already been involved with because you want to do something that gets in touch with the more artistic side of your nature. Or if you're doing something that's steady but doesn't really fulfill you, you may take the chance to go outside your comfort zone, and this may cause some unsettled conditions around your work and around your home life. But the rewards can be enormous if you see it through. It's kind of like a situation where there's no gain without a little bit of pain. And you're one of the zodiac signs that's tough enough to see this through. And of course, one of your great qualities is your sense of humour, which just seems to get stronger and stronger the older you get. Fall back on this to keep a sense of perspective if things sometimes seem a little bit difficult, if you do make some sacrifices to really reach into the summit of what you're truly able to do. But this year also sees Saturn, your ruler, continuing in your sector of your future. And it does put a bit of a dampener, particularly in the first 6 months of this year, on certain friendships. And if you're not quite as in tune with people as you have been in the past, this could see you and certain friends or circles of friends start to diverge. This probably won't happen through any dramatic falling out. It's going to be more of a steady thing, but it's because you're gravitating towards people who are more appropriate for you, more appropriate for your future. You're thinking more seriously about what you want long term, and that energy that the Sun and Pluto are going to give you is obviously going to help to prime this. But before the end of January, Jupiter comes into the picture. Jupiter is in a fantastic location for you as far as relationships are concerned, right through to the 16th of July. This could see something really quite amazing happen around your love life, particularly if you're single. However, it's also an opportunity to have more faith in people. So even if some people do seem to be moving out of your situation, try to be philosophical rather than angry about it. Jupiter is saying, look, there's going to be new people coming in who are much more appropriate. Have faith in that process. However, Jupiter does go opposite Pluto from the end of January through till the early part of May. And that could see you overreach yourself at times. So around business partnerships or any kind of partnership, you need to keep your feet on the ground and not get too carried away, even if you do feel really excited and enthusiastic about one particular alliance. But they both square up with Uranus. Now, Jupiter and Uranus can be a fortunate square, but it also can have its downsides. And again, if you're wanting to get involved with someone, there may be some kind of complication in terms of where they live, where you live, their family demands, your family demands, or home situation. And your need for freedom and space may run counter to actually being close and intimate as much as Jupiter would like you to be. So once again, there could be some trade-offs that you have to make. However, there are two important eclipses in April. The first one is a lunar eclipse. And this one really asks you to be much more in tune with what you need emotionally in the following months. But the solar eclipse towards the end of April is sensational. It's really going to give you a 6-month window of opportunity to really dazzle people with the full array of your talents, and it could be incredibly important for your love life too, so embrace it fully. Now, Jupiter is going to be leaving your sector of relating and partnerships in mid-July, and it's going to be moving into a deeper area, but one that can be absolutely brilliant for business. It will be there for 12 months, but of course for the rest of 2014. So if you are interested in making progress, making your talents convert into hard currency, then this is definitely a great asset for you. At the end of July, Mars says au revoir in your sector of the future and of your ambitions, I beg your pardon, and it's going to be moving into your future zone where it will join up with Saturn towards the end of August. Now, this could see a few angry moments if something doesn't quite work out, but if you really have a goal you want, whatever challenges or struggles come up, stick with it because you can come through them fantastically well. As you burst into the last quarter of the year, another third or two eclipses emerge. The first one is saying to you that you just need to be conscious of how you balance your working situation with your home needs. But the second one is much more sociable, and I actually feel that the last quarter of 2014 could be a real fun time for you if you've prioritised in the early part of the year on the more serious things that you're wanting to achieve. Sometimes people do see you as being someone who's very focused on goals, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. I think it's fantastic. But you are being asked to cut yourself a little bit of slack as the year comes to a close. So if there are opportunities to make new friends and just hang out in more sociable ways, then certainly do so. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.